But like going back to your childhood, how was it for you growing up in Oakland, California? You're a West Coast baby.
Yeah,
That's different.
it
So
is.
how was it growing up in Oakland?
It was cool. I mean, Oakland is so different
Mm-hmm.
that I say it all the time. I didn't realize how different it was until I got older and like started traveling and touring and seeing how different the world is or even
Mm-hmm.
the country is
Yeah.
from, how I grew up.
Right.
I've been making music since a very young age. I've been doing it since I was like 12,
Yeah.
13, professionally around like
Mm-hmm.
14. And it's just been a really long journey. It's just been like the longest
Yeah.
journey. And again, it's like, yeah, it's peaked a lot of times. And it's, I've had my highs, I've had my lows.
Yeah.
And so to kind of be arriving at this moment right now is really, really cool. Because it feels a bit like 10,000 hours ish. Like
Yeah.
it feels a bit like, oh, okay, like I have the reins. I know what I'm doing right
Mm-hmm.
now. So it's cool. It's really cool.
Growing up, did you know you always wanted to be in the music industry? I know you danced, but like,
Yeah.
did you know that you were like gonna be in the music industry?
I had no idea. I sang because I couldn't dance anymore. I got an injury.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I injured my knee.
Were you playing basketball?
No.
Oh,
Imagine. You know what? I've never played a sport.
really?
I ran track for a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
like that was at the same time that I was dancing. So
Uh-huh.
when I couldn't dance, I obviously couldn't run track. So like
Okay.
everything physical just ended there at the same time.
Really? I didn't know that because I know you're really supportive of basketball,
Yeah.
and like I feel like you
I
support
love
everybody.
watching it.
Yeah, but you never played.
Never played.
Okay.
I probably couldn't get a ball through a hoop if my life depended on it. That is not what God blessed me with.
I'm dead.
Yeah, terrible. But yeah, I danced first. I really wanted to go to like Juilliard and like eventually be in the San Francisco Ballet. Like those were my dreams.
Yeah.
And then I got injured and I was already in art school.
Okay.
And one day the kids in the choir were like, we be hearing you sing like around the hallway. Like I was always a little girl, like somebody would grab me and be like, you come sing to this person, you can sing.
Yeah.
And so they were like, you're already enrolled in this school, why don't you just switch?
Yeah.
And I went into like the vocal emphasis and everything started like curating from there and like my voice, changed and I was able to grow it and then I joined a band and the rest was history. So
Wow, that's crazy because I feel like people have different routes when they go up and like they hit a different peak. And you started this when like you were in college,
no, when I was in middle school.
middle school.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Did you have anybody that inspired you to like want to sing, or you were like, "Oh, my voice is good. Like I'm just gonna sing."
I mean, I was shaped by what I listened to.
Okay.
I think musicians are like that. Like if I grew up in Nashville listening to country music, I'd be a
Yeah.
country singer.
Yeah.
If I grew up, in New York and listened to all rap, I'd probably be
Yeah,
a rapper.
rapper.
That's just like how
Yeah.
we're shaped. And I grew up listening to a lot of neo soul,
Okay.
and R&B, and of course that shaped mostly my writing. I feel like my voice came from a lot of like listening to Brandy and listening to singers who were really agile. I listened to a lot of Jasmine Sullivan. Once I started singing in like high school and things
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, as far as like music goes, it was really like writing led for sure.
Yeah, when you got your debut, Cloud 19,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like that was like your peak that really got you like there?
Yeah, it was the first time I put a project out. I was
Right.
just dropping stuff on SoundCloud before that, just
I
like
remember SoundCloud days.
just being on SoundCloud and just being like, yo, and everybody on Twitter, everybody who would like have any tweet. I remember like responding to everybody's
Twitter
tweet
was
with
fun.
like
That was when Twitter was
right,
fun.
right. R.I.P.
Now it's
to the
strict.
app. I don't know
It's
what
strict.
X is. Honestly,
It's strict now.
Everybody's getting fried left and right. I'm
For
fried
real.
on Twitter every one business day.
Do you be having to like go back and look at your tweets from like 2012, 2013? Like,
I don't have Twitter. I haven't had Twitter in like 5 years.
Years? Oh, okay,
Yeah. It's just not the app for me. I fully accepted it. Like, also, I would share too many of my thoughts. I don't.
You're
think I
very
have enough.
unapologetic. That's what I can say. Like you gonna speak your mind. You gonna say what you want to say, and
I'm working
Don't
on
care.
maybe speaking a little less sometimes, but I'm glad people appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I like when you're unapologetic.
Thank you. But yeah, Cloud 19 was the first project I ever dropped.
Yeah.
And I'm on like project, maybe approaching project 8,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. So that feels like it was a decade ago.
Yeah.
So it does feel like forever ago. But that was definitely what set it off for sure.
How was that getting that much publicity and all that at
At
that
19?
young age? Yes.
Well, thankfully, what prepared me before that was I was on America's Got Talent when I
Yes,
was
I saw that.
15-ish, maybe. Honestly, it's a blur about around what age I was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember. I just know I was in high school, maybe 10th grade.
Yeah.
And imagine I'm in school and then I leave to go do this thing with my band who had only done like local gigs at the time. We leave school one day to go do this audition. The next time we come back to actually go to school, I've now been on a national talent competition show, and my whole
Yeah.
life is different. So I'm coming back, everything is different. All the kids are different, the treatment is different. I'm in an art school that is preparing me to have a career in this thing that I'm now technically doing professionally.
Right.
So like my whole world
Just change.
changed. So I was already prepared. Maybe at 19, I'd already experienced like the band breaking up and like going back to regular high school
Yeah.
and like just trying to finish my high school stuff and like all this tumultuous like life stuff and growing up. And
Yeah.
then by the time I made Cloud 19, it was like a re-entry. It was like my second go.
Go.
You know,
Did you enjoy it though at 15? Like the treatment of like your peers and stuff
it was
like
weird. Yeah, school was weird.
that? School was weird.
School was
'Cause
weird.
at 15, like everybody looking at you.
And it was like the beginning of social media.
Yes.
It was like MySpace was
Yeah.
out still.
Yeah.
And, everybody was, talking that talk on MySpace. The beginning of Twitter,
Yeah.
like early Facebook, stuff like that. So it was definitely strange. It was definitely like my experience was so vastly different than everybody
Yeah.
around me. Like, we just kids in Oakland, like,
Yeah.
and one day we come back and we're like local celebrities. Like
Yeah.
it was very like night and day for
Yeah.
sure. But I had as much of a blast that I could have.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Did you enjoy it though? Like getting to a peak so high and like enjoying everything else that comes with it?
Yeah. I mean, it's I was going to art school for
Yeah.
singing and then became a professional singer.
Yeah.
At that age. So it definitely felt like I was accomplishing, the goals that I had set for myself at that time, and I was exploring this like whole new world of possibility of what was possible for me
Yeah.
to do. Nobody in my family has even really left the state, left the country. Like, I didn't ever see things like this possible for me. Like, I've done things so beyond my wildest
Right.
dreams and like what as a kid I thought was capable for someone like
Yeah.
me. So definitely enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it at every stage, no matter, what comes along with it.
Yeah, I feel like it comes with a lot.
Yeah,
and
it
like,
does.
Especially with the social media, how did you deal with like balancing that part? Like your growth from like you being 19 into you now. Like, do you look back and see like, oh, I should have been doing this, I shouldn't have been doing that,
For
or
sure.
like,
You know what's funny is I feel like there's probably people who right now could say I could use some more social media training. But if they would have known me, if they would have been following me like 7, 8 years ago, I used to black all the time. Like, I used to
Really?
be online, responding to everything, tweaking. Like, I feel like my frustration is still learning how to be balanced. I'm still learning how to like not feel the need to explain my art or defend my art or engage in conversations that aren't just like purely I'm sticking beside what I think and what I
Yeah.
feel in my art. But I'm only 30.
yeah, we grow.
Right,
We-
right. Holla at me in like 2 years. See if it changes.
When you write your music though, does that go into it? Like your life, things that go on in your life, does that always go into your music?
I think that I've made, again, I'm approaching project 8, and you kind of get to this point where you kind of develop this like bank of feelings as an
Okay.
artist. I feel like and it's so that I don't ever have to be going through something specific in order to write about it, because the goal really in life is to be a sane, well-grounded person
Yes.
who can experience things, and it doesn't have to have chaos in your life in order for art to thrive or to be able to create.
Yeah.
So I've developed this like bank of emotions,
Yeah.
over time. Like, I can go back anytime and be able to access how I felt in a breakup, access how I felt in heartbreak. And for some reason, people will still have their theories of like, she's writing about this person right now, she's writing about this. I'm like, you know what, you think whatever. The whole time I'm just making a really good song because I'm able to like draw back into this emotion that
Exactly.
I have experienced multiple times.
Yeah. No, I like that.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's the holiday season and the best time of year for sports. We got bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, and it's happening all at once. And while you and I are out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, which game to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right. Prize Picks, baby.
You're so right, Angel. So many Prize Picks options this time of year. I'm a big Miami sports girl, but I still got my eye on Jimmy Butler out west. Him and Steph are hooping. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports picks app. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code ANGEL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code ANGEL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Angel here, and you already know I don't play about my fashion. So you best believe I'm rocking with StockX for my holiday shopping this season. Listen, my holiday wish list is crazy, but you know who has everything? StockX. They have access to all the releases I want, whether I'm looking for a hard-to-find handbag or the sold-out Labubus. StockX got me covered. StockX is where sneakers and streetwear culture meet. Plus, their market data lets you know what everything's worth, so you can get in where you fit in for the holidays. Trust me, hitting up StockX for your holiday shopping is the best move. Now you know.
This has been a Playmaker production.